What up, what up, what up? It's K.Honesty, and I'm about to do a review of the Real Housewives of Potomac Season 9 Reunion Part 2. So if you haven't seen Part 2 of the Season 9 reunion of the Real Housewives of Potomac, turn this video off, go watch the episode, come back and watch this video. Like the video, subscribe to my channel. It's a simple, easy, anonymous, free way to support my channel. It takes less than 5 seconds of your time to do. So please like and subscribe. I'm not a public speaker. I will tend to say and so and like 1,000 times. I may stop to regain my thoughts. I may slow my speaking down to regain my thoughts. Anything I say is my opinion. It does not reflect anyone or anything associated with the show. Also, comment below what you would grade this week's episode, what you thought about it, your general opinion of the episode. If there's anything I leave out or I forget or I'm off on, let me know in the comments. I like to grade the episodes before and after my reviews. Also, I don't remember if I graded the first part of the reunion. But if I had to go back and grade the first part of the reunion, I would give it like I would put it in between a B minus and a C plus. It was okay. This part two was good. It was an okay little part two. I'm gonna give part two a B minus. It wasn't bad. So yeah, Last Chance, The Real Housewives of Potomac Season 9 Reunion Part 2. Excuse me. If you haven't seen it, turn this video off so you don't get any spoilers. So the reunion begins with Mia still being emotional backstage because of all her lies. And Andy goes to check on her, and he's telling her, give yourself some grace. And, the fact that you feel bad about not being a good friend shows that you care. And, basically just trying to pep talk her, and because she's threatening to leave the reunion. So, we begin. Giselle talks about being an empty nester now that all the girls are in college. Andy mentions Jamal's wedding and asks Giselle what the girls, her daughters, think of his new wife. Giselle says that they still don't know who she is, they still don't have a relationship with her, whatever the case may be. Giselle then shares that her and the guy Nams that she met at the speed dating with Ashley, she says they still dating, and she says that he and Josh, the guy that Ashley's dating, they become closer as friends. But then Ashley reveals that her and Josh have slowed things down. So now I'm looking at y'all sideways is this even a real thing, or was it just for TV? Then Ashley has the nerve to try to come at Wendy talking about Josh and his friends were offended by you saying that he was a lateral move from Michael. And I'm just like, girl, you just want an issue because, that ain't even something to be that mad. Wendy was like, he'll get over it. I was like, don't nobody give a damn. That's not even something. And Ashley's like, you have no remorse, Wendy. And so then Wendy brings up, well, you had no remorse when you was talking about my husband all last, what was it, last season or season before last or something like that. And Ashley's like, when has I talked about your husband? And Wendy's like, oh, so you don't remember you bringing that rumor to the show about what the blog said or something like that. So then Wendy and Ashley start having a back and forth. And Wendy's reading the shit out of Ashley. She's like, miserable. I was like, yes, Wendy, clock her ass. So then Stacey and Kiana, I noticed that they did some joint packages this season. Usually the cast members have their own package. But they did like Giselle and Ashley, they put their packages together. So it's kind of like that's how you could tell that there wasn't a lot going on this season, because they putting the packages together. So they do Stacey and Kiana's joint package. Their package is joined, and they show that. Kiana shares that her and Greg are still together. Greg is there at the reunion. She says that they recently went ring shopping. And she says that they did take a break because we remember on the finale of season 9, when they did the little outros, and where what's going on with them, is they shared with us that Kiana and Greg took a break. No, she said that. She told a couple of the girls that her and Greg took a break. So she says, me and Greg, we took a break. She says that she rented a condo, which she's now in the process of buying just to keep. I like that. She got a just in case place. So she says she says she may move back in with Greg after a proposal is had. After he proposes. Then she goes on to express how Greg is dealing with the discomfort of being on television and things like that, and even herself having moments where she's uncomfortable on television. So there's Stacy, just finished eating. Now that itis is kicking in. But so Stacy then reveals that her and TJ aren't together anymore. And I'm like, good riddance. I mean, like 2% of me, 5% of me felt like her and TJ wasn't even real. But it was just like, good riddance. Because after the way he talked to her at Wendy's birthday party, I wasn't feeling him no more anyway. So she reveals that her and TJ aren't together anymore. She gets emotional talking about the things that she saw on TV in TJ and things that were said by the housewives and by the fans and whatnot. And she brings up Wendy saying that they show a clip of Wendy saying that TJ was more into the trainer than he was Stacy. And I mean, when that episode aired, we were all saying the same thing. We were all thinking it. Wendy just said it, and Wendy just so happens to be a housewife on the same platform show with her. So it hit Stacy harder because it came from Wendy. But we was all thinking that episode, he gave her that light ass greeting and then gave the trainer all that love, like they known each other forever. We all was thinking the same thing, like he into the trainer more than he into Stacy. But all in all, Wendy does apologize to Stacy, unlike she did to Ashley. She does apologize to Stacy about that. And then Stacy reveals that she is divorced. Her divorce is finalized before Mia and Ashley's. We've been asking Ashley for reunion after reunion. When is you gonna be divorced? And she been having all these other answers for us. Mia is still talking about that in the final stages, but been saying that for half the damn season. Stacy comes on this show a newbie, talking about her divorce, and by the time we get to the reunion, her divorce is final. The ladies was clapping like, I know that's right, Stacy. Like, Stacy don't play. She got it done. She talks about how her and her ex, they swap, like she has their daughter one week, he has the daughter another week. So that's how they co-parenting. And she does say that her and TJ are still best friends. And the ladies are like, well, it's basically the same thing that y'all was already doing. So then they show this package about the ladies' fashions and hairstyles throughout the season. Ashley then chimes in and says that the dress that Stacy wore on the season finale is a dress that she had already wore 3 months prior. So Andy, we know the dress came from Vivian's boutique. So Andy asked Stacy if she thinks Vivian was being shady by putting her in that dress. And Stacy's like, yes. And then, they revealed that Vivian and Stacy are no longer friends. Wendy's like, Stacy told me, fuck that bitch. And they like, you talk like that, Stacy? So Stacy's like, well, I elevated Vivian's boutique by making her the sole designer for my event. And Giselle and Ashley like, you elevated her? You elevated her boutique? And Stacy's like, well, yes, I did. So she's like, I elevated her, and just for her to put me in an outfit that a colleague already wore. She doesn't even call Ashley a friend or a housewife, another housewife. She calls Ashley as a colleague. So she's like, Vivian's dead to me. And she's like, yeah, fuck that bitch. And the ladies are like, oh, the Detroit Stacy's coming out. Where has she been? They all shocked to see Stacy all turned up or whatever. And Stacy's like, well, Wendy brought it out of me. So then Andy brings up this outfit that Wendy wore during the show. And he's like, I never texted a housewife about what they're wearing, but that he calls it the Michelin Man outfit. He say, and they show the text message to Wendy, and Wendy's like, yes, I know that outfit was a fail. And then they bring up Kiana's little sharp shoulders. I thought that was cute. I didn't think it was bad. They bring up her little sharp shoulders, confessional look. They talk briefly about Ashley's drag moment, and Ashley talks about how proud her family was and whatnot, and how Karen was turned on and whatever the case may be. So, and Andy tells Ashley that she makes a hot guy. So then Andy, messy ass, he's like, what was it, a fan question? I don't remember. But they was like, Mia, why did you, when you were with Gordon, you wore blazers and suits and whatever, but then when you got with Ink, you start wearing all this Fashion Nova stuff. So it makes Mia's like, that had nothing to do with it. When I was with Gordon, I was working a corporate job, so I had to dress that way. And she's like, but now I'm not. And she says she getting paid a lot of money from Fashion Nova. So then Andy brings up Giselle wearing the dress that Stacey didn't want no more than. Andy brings up Giselle wearing the dress that Stacey didn't want anyone to wear at her event. And Wendy reveals that Giselle later gifted her the dress, because it was Wendy who initially wanted to wear it. And Stacey was like, no one's going to outdo me. And then Giselle went and bought the dress, wore it at the event, and then gave it to Wendy. And Stacey was like, I can see if you wore it for a good cause or something like that. And Giselle was like, I wore it to your event. And Stacey's like, well, did you even donate? And Giselle's like, yes, I donated while the dogs were shitting. I said, oh my God. She said, I donated while the shit was shitting. And Stacey's like, oh, well, I have to check that out. Like, what? And Giselle, she shares with the ladies that, she shares that the ladies had a discussion about Stacey's hair and how they never see her ears. And Stacey's like, I sent you a video of my ears. And Giselle's like, and what did I say? And Stacey's like, nothing. I'm like, they just need to stop. They need to stop, bruh. So the next part, just Jacqueline joins the stage. We didn't really need Jacqueline. Poor Jacqueline had a little couple minutes, just like Jazzy. But Jacqueline joins the stage. She shares that we see that she's expecting. She said, don't even try to figure out who the father is. The father's never been on Bravo, never graced our TV screens. And they like, okay, so it's not PP. And the other girl's like, it's not Ink. Like, it's messy as hell. So then Mia's package is shown. Mia gets her own package. It's because Mia done had the most drama-filled shit all season. So Mia gets emotional after her package is shown, expressing her whole situation, the whole Ink Gordon kids of it all. And Andy brings up her tagline for the season. She's like, but your tagline was Ink is permanent. Bro, when I said I died laughing, and Mia's like, I know. So then Andy then asks the ladies their impressions of Ink. Wendy says that she doesn't think Ink was aware of what he was getting himself into when he decided to be filmed on camera. Decided to be on camera. Giselle says the absolute opposite. She says that she thinks Ink wanted more camera time, and she says she doesn't believe that Mia and Ink broke up. And then she goes on to say Mia lives in ATL, same place Ink lives, and says that she doesn't even live in the DMV. And Mia's like, that's a lie. And then they ask her, like, where do your kids go to school? And she's like, well, they're homeschooled. And they're like, so they can be anywhere. And she's like, yeah, but they don't go back and forth to Atlanta. So it just sounds like she's lying more. It's like you don't know what to believe with her ass. So Giselle and Wendy do agree that they think Mia thought that the whole Ink storyline was going to play well with the fans and stuff, but when it didn't, they kind of, backslid and pretended to break up just because the storyline wasn't giving what they thought it was gonna give. And Wendy says that she thinks that Mia, Ink, and Gordon all orchestrated this whole storyline. And Mia's like, no, I wanted to show, because, Wendy and Ashley, they bring up how it seemed like Gordon didn't want to film with Ink, but Mia kept pressing it because she needed it for the storyline. Mia says, no, I wanted to show that positive co-parenting since it worked so well with Gordon and the father of my eldest child. And Andy then asked Jacqueline her thoughts. And, of course, Jacqueline's going to try to defend Mia, but also try not to get no backlash from the other ladies. So she's like, Gordon does have his moments, and it's unfortunate that we had to see one of them on camera. She just basically backing me up. She says that Mia is, because Andy asked Jacqueline what she thinks about Mia lying and all that stuff, and Jacqueline was like, well, she's always been honest with me. She does exaggerate things, and she doesn't realize. Say, what'd she say? She may not notice it, that she exaggerates things. I'm like, okay, get Jacqueline's ass out of here, because she not going to give us the real. She's going to try to defend her friend, which no one is blaming her for. No one's blaming her for defending her friend. But it's like, don't bring her out here and thinking that we're going to get some honesty from her either. So then Andy asked Mia, why did you think it was okay to bring up Giselle's daughters in the way that you did? Mia says, well, I didn't think it was okay. That's why I apologized. And then Giselle brings up this unaired scene that we didn't get to see. Well, unaired. We didn't get to see it. Where Mia got up in her face about the whole situation. And Mia's like, well, you called me a terrible mother. And Giselle's like, you are a terrible mother. She says, I stand on that. She says, because anybody that brings their child on a platform for paternity or something, she says, is a terrible mother. And mind you, we've seen that thousands of times on TV shows and stuff where kids' paternities or whatever have been questioned and whatnot. So it's not new territory. So I didn't get where Giselle was coming from with that. So then she says, Giselle says she stands by calling Mia a terrible mother. Mia walks off stage. Wendy, she's like, I don't like how she can't hold herself accountable. She got to walk off. And Giselle's like, bitch, please. And when Giselle said, bitch, please, you see Andy's face? Andy was like, that's the Giselle we know right there. That bitch, please. That's the Giselle that we all know and hate. So then backstage, we only got two. We got one husband, one boyfriend. So Eddie and Greg backstage chopping it up. Eddie decides to FaceTime TJ. CJ's like, I'm not coming to that fake-ass show with those fake-ass people. I was like, oh, shit. TJ, when did you start talking? We seeing Stacey and TJ's true colors in real time on this damn reunion. And then we get this final little moment. The ladies are leaving stage for a break. Wendy gets a text message from Eddie saying TJ just dropped a bomb on us. But they don't let us know what the bomb is yet. We're going to find out in the part 3 of the reunion. But I've seen some stuff online where I think the bomb is that Stacey actually did pay TJ to be her beau on the show. I don't know how true that is or whatever the case may be, but we just have to wait and see what's going to happen in the third part of the reunion. But that's how it ended. I would give it a B-. It was still little moments. I was like I was here for Wendy clocking the shit out of Ashley. And I was here for the little moments where they was talking about each other's hairstyles and outfits. So it had little quirky moments. So I ain't mad at it. I liked it this episode. I would give it a B-. Like I said, in the next week's episode, we see that Wendy about to drop some tea about Stacey and TJ. So we shall see what's gonna happen with that. But those are my thoughts for this week's episode. Episodes to come, whatever you want to call it. Comment below what you would grade this week's episode and what you thought about it. If there's anything that I leave out or I forget or I'm off on or you just have an opinion, leave it in the comments. Like and subscribe to my channel. If you sat here for 20 minutes and watched this review, then you can take 5 seconds of your time to hit the like button and the subscribe button. It's anonymous. It's free. If you like housewives related things, hitting the like button and subscribe button will help your algorithm bring up more housewife related things. So liking and subscribing helps in a big way. Helps your channel, my channel, all that good stuff. So like and subscribe. Comment below. Thanks for watching this review, and I will see y'all in the next one. Peace.